I'm Chris Jakomick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text, actually, from my stepmom. It's like, I need you to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates, and she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day, 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media, and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not going to be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I have not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, as like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. It's like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. physically I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. Every day he pushes it from the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life. It was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called me, and then I kept going. So that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah? He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and it transformed into lo and behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service. But at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home that's what it's about.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right, thank you, sir. Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña. Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza. From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant retired Antonio Del Vecchio. From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman retired Pete Murphy. Technical Sergeant retired Margie Hinkle. And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Velarde, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant retired Chris Jacksomek. Warrior Games competitor back on the team, Staff Sergeant retired Joseph Alex Pate.
Whew.
What? He did
All right.
big things back in the day. He's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Henry.
Wow. We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going, no matter how hard it gets. no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this value in the Air Force, this belief, a wingman concept. We're gonna take care of each other. We've got each other, and it gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's gonna help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's gonna save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.
All drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Looks like we got a very full field. That's great to see. Thank you all for your participation. Real quick, we got a few members that entered as early as like 30 minutes ago. So if you are new, please go in and request a number on Discord. We have not been real stringent on numbers here in the coming weeks. We'll probably just go ahead and play out the season. Next season, if your number does not match your league assigned number, you will be disqualified from that evening. So let's start getting numbers put together. It makes it much easier doing live admin like we are. Those of you that are new, welcome aboard. Special shout out tonight to our sponsors out there. Gears Unlimited, Billy Roberts in the field tonight. Billy, greatly appreciate your support. And the 9 car of Brian Lawson from Magnum Race Design. So welcome, guys, and greatly appreciate your support of Friday Night Lights. So we're coming down to the end of it. I ask you guys, as you're running out on the track, that you keep aware of who you're running around. I'm not going to ask you not to race these two individuals hard, but they are in a tight points battle. Ryan Lefebvre holds a 3-point lead over Anthony Marjulio. That's the 19 and the 238 car. So not going to ask you not to race them hard, but be mindful. We only have a couple weeks left of the season. We are going to do live admin again, so I ask your patience. A little bit different here at I-55. We will get it done the best that we can do. We do mute microphones right before qualifying. And as soon as this meeting is over, we are going to qualifying. Again, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Greatly appreciate your support. Any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. All right, fellas, none heard. We are advancing to qualifying. I wish you all the best of luck. A little different track than we were at last week, so keep your patience. Let's put on a good show, and good luck to y'all. Welcome back out there to Friday Night Lights. This is week 10, I believe. We're getting ready to do battle here at I-55 Speedway. Again, as always here at Got Your Six Racing Network, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. It's what brought us to where we are right now. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is way too many. We're trying to put that number at 0 or come as close as we can. So we're doing our part every bit that we can to support those veterans out there that are hurting. So Greatly appreciate your support out there. If you guys could reach out, donate if you can. We'll be playing some promos from veteran organizations. So welcome to Friday Night Lights. We are qualifying, currently out on the track. We're following along with Anthony Morano. Looks like Donald Ingram at the top of the board with a 12.941. That's 12.941. Logan Johnson just finishing up. 10th quick. Logan just joined us just momentarily, not too long ago. Saw the 5 car of Isaac Salas on his lid. Puts his car, the 5 car from Venom Racing, up to P4. Michael Vital in the 213 Air Force veteran. Thank you for your service, Michael. He is up to 13th quick. Del Glessner just finishing up 9th quick. Brennan Weeks out on the track in the 12 machine. Brennan Weeks to the top of the board with a 12.890. So put Brennan Weeks at the top of the board. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine, currently 10th quick. Looks like 12th quick for the 24. Chisholm Burns in the 17 machine. Chisholm Burns currently 23rd on the board with a 13.429. See if he can improve on his second lap. It's 23 quick for Chisholm Burns. Your points leader, the 19 car Venom Racing's Ryan Lefebvre, currently second quick with a 12.968, 12.968 for Ryan Lefebvre in the 19 machine. See if he can improve on that. We are coming to an end here. Second quick for Ryan Lefebvre, so give your quick time to Brennan Weeks with a 12.890, 12.890. We are getting ready to go heat racing here momentarily. Should have 4 heats, I would imagine. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Brennan Weeks, Dean Reynolds on the front row, Isaac Salas, Jesse Ingram in row number 2, Chris Cox, Michael Vital in 3, Billy Robertson, Caden Berry round out your field of 8 drivers. All right, fellas, welcome to Heat 1. By now, you guys know the drill. Leader 1, 1.5 car length behind that pace truck, please. Everyone else, once we get to 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. BT, who do you got in this?
I was just noticing the bringing up the rear of the field there, Caden Berry. He's going to be fun to watch. I don't know if he'll be able to get clear up through there. There's definitely some hot shoes at the front too, but he'll be one that'll put on a show for sure.
Caden Berry currently 3rd in the point standings. He's fallen quite a bit off the off of his teammate there, but he is currently 3rd in the points. Brennan Weeks will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Dean Reynolds on that high side. 79 car gets a jump. Brennan Weeks up to P2. Isaac Salas in 3. Chris Cox in the 515 in the 4th and final transfer position. 4 will transfer to the feature. Everyone else will go to a B main. 7 car of Jesse Ingram back there trying to make some noise. Billy Robertson, Gears Unlimited 99 machine, battling it out with Michael Vital in the 213. Up front, Dean Reynolds with the lead over Brennan Weeks. 5 car of Isaac Salas to the rear bumper of the, it's 12 on the track. It should be 022. Chris Cox still holding down that 4th and final transfer position. These drivers do stay off of each other here. Working lap 4 of 8.
It was getting pretty heated there for the 3rd spot. Will be interesting to see if they were patient and accept their spot into the feature, or if they press the issue a little more.
Yeah, good point. These guys are currently in the transfer spot. So how hard will they push it? We shall see. You can see your top four. Isaac Salas into the wall in the 5 car. 515 of Cox dives down low. Can't get it done down low. 5 car able to hold that position. Isaac Salas goes down low now, blocking the progress of the 515.
Now this track gets real wide later in the night, but it's usually pretty tough to pass early on. It gets real tight when you're running that middle groove like they are now.
Single file, Billy Roberts, BT, still running that bottom side.
Yeah, it's kind of monkey see, monkey do. Oh, we got one up loose there. Oh, okay, the race is over.
Reynolds,
Sorry about that.
Weeks. I didn't catch the last 4. My apologies. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please.
Looks
Ryan.
like it was Reynolds, Weeks, Salas, Cox, Ingram, Roberts, Vital, and Barry.
There you have it. Top 4 heading to the show. Lefebvre Loomis on the front row. Marjulio Glessner in row 2. Morano Baker in 3. RJ Packer, new to the show, Texas driver. And Chisholm Burns, Texas driver. So we got a Texas row 4. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. We're going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the show. Everybody else going to a B main. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. You got your points leader on the pole. He's got the 238 right behind him, BT and Anthony Marjulio. So this should be interesting.
Yeah, going to be pretty tough to root against or bet against the points leader there in Lefebvre, but you never know. It's tough to hold position here at the beginning of these heat races, and you just got to hold your ground and try to choose the right line.
Ryan Lefebvre will bring us to the green flag. Little bit of pre-start contact. 19 car is off. They are side by side. Great start by your points leader. Marjulio in the 238 goes with him. Those two to the front of the field. It's like Marjulio blanked out there for a second. Zachary Loomis in the 4th and final transfer position in the 51, but Anthony Morano in the 320. He wants that position. He's digging down low.
And it's already starting to widen out a little bit. There's some 2-wide racing happening right now.
Yeah, great racing out on the track. Zachary Loomis in the 51 machine out of New York, holding on to that final transfer position. Anthony Morano wants that position. A Morano Racing driver, Gears Unlimited 320 machine. Up front, your points leader getting away from the field a little bit. Marjulio in 2nd. Dale Glessner in the 10 car out of Pennsylvania in 3rd. Zachary Loomis, New York driver in the 51, currently in the 4th and final transfer position, working lap 5 of 8. Man, things happen fast here, BT.
Yeah, no doubt. Short track, you really got to be on it, and if you guess wrong, you can get in trouble, so you got to be a little bit patient.
Working lap 6 of 8, your points leader at the point. Marjulio 2nd in the points, running P2. Dale Glessner in the 10 car. Zachary Loomis should be in the 37. His car says 51 on the track. Looks like your top 5 are now single file here around I-55 Speedway. 1 lap to go. Ryan Lefebvre at the point. Marjulio dives down low, takes a look. Lefebvre, Marjulio, Glessner, Loomis heading to the feature. Everyone else going to a main event. Great heat race, BT.
Yeah, we've seen some good, clean racing so far, so hopefully we can keep it up through the night. These guys are showing, the talent they've got and why they're here, so good to see.
Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Ingram Barker on the front row. Brian Lawson, Gavin Chatham in row 2. Clay Christopherson, Logan Johnson, new to the show here. Welcome, Logan. In row number 3, D.V. Runkle, the milkman, in the 7th and final driver. All right, fellas, welcome to heat number 3. Leader, 1.5 car length behind that pace truck, please. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. We're going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the show. Everyone else going to a B main. Race hard, race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. What do you got?
I don't know. There's a pretty good field here. I think there's 3 or 4 coast-to-coast regulars that were at top of the race there this week. So we'll see if it's kind of the Friday Night Lights versus the coast-to-coast series here.
Yeah, I got to watch that 24 car coming out of P4, Gavin Chatham. 24's been pretty quick, so we will see how this plays out, but can't count out Barker on the front row. Green flag is out. We are underway. They are wheel to wheel at the line. Good start by your front row. Barker up high, the 5 car of Ingram down low. They are 2 wide for that 4th and final. Going 3 wide out of turn number 4. Brian Lawson makes a little bit of contact with Chatham there. Magnum Race Designs, Brian Lawson doesn't back down, takes it back 2 wide. Brian Lawson now in the 4th and final transfer position. Logan
Johnson's taking a peek inside there. He was just waiting to jump and pounce on the mistake there. And he's taking a look inside Lawson, it looks like.
Yeah, Logan Johnson about 45 minutes ago became a member of Friday Night Lights, so he's welcoming himself to the show. The Illinois driver in the 92, giving it a good run. Up front, Ingram under attack by the 513 Marine Machine of Jeff Barker. Like to thank Jeff for his service to our country in the United States Marine Corps. Gavin Chatham in 3rd. Brian Lawson able to hold that 4th and final transfer position. Logan in the 92 cars getting on that high side, but Clay Christopherson down low. Able to hold him off. Christopherson now slides up in front of the 92 machine. Working lap 7 of 8. We are coming to 1 to go here. Will Barker push the issue and try to get underneath the 5 car of Ingram? Brian Lawson in the 9 machine in the 4th and final transfer position. 513 down low. Can't get it done. Ingram, Barker, Chatham, Lawson are your top 4. Great heat race again. Three minutes of warm-up.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, These t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place our fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back to the show. We are getting ready to go feature racing here. Special shout out to Gail Hodgson out in New Hampshire. Greatly appreciate your support, Gail, throughout the weeks. Understand you are not going to make it here after tonight, so greatly appreciate you folks tuning in. Again, greatly appreciate it. Feature to the grid, please. Feature to the grid. Reynolds Lefebvre on the front row. Ingram Winks in row 2. Marjulio Barker in 3. Salas and Glessner in 4. Chatham Cox in 5. Loomis Lawson in 6. Ingram Morano in 7. Johnson Roberts in 8. Packer and Christopherson in 9. Vital Baker in 10. D.B. Runkle, Caden Berry in 11. Chisholm Burns rounds out your field of 23 drivers. All right, fellas, welcome to the feature. We're going to be running 25 laps. The initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, tighten it up the best you can. I know these cars are hard to handle under slow speeds. Please do not make contact under caution. Again, we're going to be running 25 laps. Good luck, race hard, race clean, put on a heck of a show. Not sure who we're waiting on here to grid, BT. Somebody. Now we're underway. 79 car. Good looking 79 car. Dean Reynolds on the pole. Got your points leader to his outside. BT, I think that's where your leader wants to be. At the front of the field. You got Marjulio 3 cars behind him.
Yeah, it'll be good to see if, if that track position pays off being out front, or some of these guys can work through the traffic pretty quick and give him a challenge.
Dean Reynolds in the 079 machine will bring us to the green flag. Again, we're going 25 laps here at I-55 Speedway. Greatly appreciate everyone tuning in to Friday Night Lights. Drivers putting on a heck of a show tonight. Race truck is off. 79 takes the crawl. Green flag is out. We are underway. 19 car blinking a little bit. 79 car slides up, gets on that outside line in front of your leader. Contact your leader up into the wall. The 5 car made contact. Caution is out. Back it down. See what happened here.
Kind of looks like the 19 started to go down into the corner a little sooner than the 5.
See if I can get a better view here. What am I doing? Here we go. Looked like a little bit of net code also. What's the call? Give me a quick call, BT. They made contact there.
Yeah, I think it's a racing incident. I mean, the 5 was trying to stay down on below the slick. The 19 came down on him a little bit at the beginning, and then I think he kind of was, his car was shifting weight after that. Maybe a little net code. Really unfortunate for the points leader, that's for sure. He was
going green next time by, fellas. Going green next time by.
Was in good position there.
Where'd that moving back to? Lefebvre, your points leader now in the back of the field. Dean Reynolds still up front. You saw the 5 car and the 19 make contact back and forth. Pace truck is off. As is the 79 car of Reynolds. Reynolds to the high side. Taking Ingram in the 5 car with him. We are 3 wide, or thought about it. 238 of Marjulio. Imagine the 238 will run a safe race from there on out, BT. Got to make up 3 points on Lefebvre for the points lead. Back it down. Caution is out.
Looks like the 99 car of Billy Roberts there got turned around. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got real tight there on the bottom of the track.
Looks like the 99 car came down on the 51 slightly. What's it called, BT?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of net code there.
I'm making no call. We're going to call that a racing incident on the track between the 51 and the 99. Dean Reynolds still up front. This will be, I don't know if we're going single file this time or next. We will throw the one to go this time by. One to go. Dean Reynolds back out on the point in the 79 car. Been there all night. Got the 12 car, Brennan Weeks, behind him. Second in the points. Marjulio moves up to P2. 5 car of Donald Ingram down low. Now the 5 of Isaac Salas. We got to figure that one out here.
Great racing throughout the pack. They're really spreading out. There's definitely 2 lines coming in.
79 car, Dean Reynolds pulling away from the field. Brendan Weeks in P2. Marjulio now, he's going to try to dive down low, BT. Slide job.
He slides up there and it kind of works, but we'll see if he can hold it in the long run.
Not much drive off of these cars with this lower horsepower.
Oh, we got Lawson up in the wall in turn 4.
Back it down, back it down.
It looks like it just got really tight there. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of contact. These cars kind of have a weird, you know, ability to do a wheel hop or something, and it'll just launch one of them when they're sitting together sometimes.
Yeah, no call on my part. Dean Reynolds at the front of the field. Super Dirt Car Series Full Throttle Motorsports driver in the 079 machine has led every lap. Going green. Got Brendan Weeks behind him in the 12 car. 022 is what it should be. Second in the points, Anthony Marjulio is currently running P3. We are looking for Ryan Lefebvre. It's back in 20th. Got to remind the drivers, let all 4 tires of pace truck get off the race surface before they go. Front 4. 10 car up into the wall, gets into the 92. Back it down, back it down. Ten car got into the wall. Salas got into the 10 car.
Looks like they really almost had it recovered, and then just due to the ability to, you know, they were all going different speeds, they kind of got 3-4 wide there and ran out of room.
Yeah, I agree. Once again, racing incident. Do you agree?
I do.
Going green on the pace truck. Leader, make sure all 4 tires of the pace truck are off the race surface before you go, sir. Dean Reynolds again led every lap so far. We are on lap 11 of 25. So we do have a ways to go. Brennan Weeks up 2 positions from the start. Been on the tail of the 079. BT, your call. What do you think?
I don't know. Looks like a pretty good start there by the whole front of the field, and track's coming in here. We'll see who can make that bottom stick.
Isaac Salas in the 5 machine, trying to get underneath the 513 Marine machine of Barker in the back. Dean Reynolds up front in the 79 car. We are nose to tail, 1, 2, 3. Donald Ingram a little bit off the 238 car. Jeff Barker up to P5. Isaac Salas 6. Chris Cox in 7th position. Looks like the top 8 are single file. First car down low. Zachary Loomis trying to get underneath the 320 car of Anthony Morano. That is a battle for 9th position. He's able to pull away. Looks like we had a little bit of contact in front of him there with Chris Cox in the 515. Working lap 16 of 25.
Oh, we got Butch Baker around.
Caution's
Turn
out,
3.
back it down, back it down.
He had a little help there. I'm not sure that Christopherson knew they were about to go 3 wide, and he came up a lot more than there was room for there.
Yeah, I no call. Agree?
Yep.
All right. All right, fellas, working lap 17 of 25. Great race so far. We are reviewing as quick as we can review. We will be going green on the pace truck. So, leader, over to you. Super Dirt Car Series, Dean Reynolds in the 079 machine has led flag to flag. Brennan Weeks has fallen in line. Not sure if the 12 car on your screen is waiting for that opportunity to make a late race pass, or is Dean Reynolds really that fast? VT, what do you think?
Dean's been getting a good jump on the start, and it's hard to overcome that in just a few laps. So if we get a long green flag run, that'll be maybe his best chance.
79 car gets another great start, as mentioned by BT. Got Brennan Weeks behind him. Marjulio cruising in P3. The 12 car dives out of line, gets underneath the 79 crossover from Dean Reynolds. We are side by side at the line. Reynolds will now slide job. 12 car will get a good run on that bottom side.
It's on now. I don't think either one of them wants to back off.
Marjulio's thinking about taking it 3 wide. Brennan Weeks to the point in the 12 car, gets by Dean Reynolds on lap 18. 5 car, Donald Ingram, and the 5 car of Isaac Salas on that bottom side.
Yeah, this is about the point in the race where it'll really come in. With 5 laps to go, that bottom might start to be the dominant line, but it's probably a little bit too late.
Dean Reynolds falls back to P2. We'll go on board with Dino in the 079 machine. Super Dirt Car Series, full throttle motorsports driver. See him working his hands, hear him working the throttle inside that cockpit there.
They're 3 and 4 wide there. 3 wide behind Dean is getting pretty heavy back in the action.
Yeah, we're there. You got the 515. Isaac Salas with a crossover gets into the 238. Second place driver of Marjulio. BT had to increase the heart rate of Anthony Marjulio on the 238 machine. Saw
yeah,
that.
With 1 lap to go, this is just where this track comes in. I mean, it's really just awesome right now. They're going everywhere.
Brennan Weeks up front. Dean Reynolds has fallen back. Salas coming to the checkered flag. What a great race. Weeks, Reynolds, Salas. Top three start finish line, please. Top three start finish line. Now I got to remember to save this race, as I didn't do last week.
Okay.
All right, fellas, up to the booth for interviews. Great race. We will wait for our drivers to get up into the booth. You see Isaac Salas will get a word with the Venom Racing driver. Isaac Salas drives the 5-car up 4 positions. Man, you guys were digging hard. Isaac, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, it would not be a Friday Night Lights if I didn't talk to you on the podium tonight. But, brother, you had to earn it tonight. Great run by you. How'd you get by those guys in the end there?
Honestly, it was a lot of being high, wide, and handsome, like I usually am at this point. They were putting on a hell of a battle in front of me. But they were racing so hard, they were losing time, and I was like, well, if I'm just gonna avoid this one, I'm gonna just go up top. And they ended up, I think, just at least getting each other just a little bit, and took advantage of it. Went right on around. And then Marjulio threw a crazy ascend I wasn't ready for, and I was like, oh no, and I had to dive it underneath him, and gave me just enough room to dive it, which was, awesome, clean, respectful racing. It was this one was earned. This was a hard top 3, I'll tell you what, Joe.
Yeah, man, a great show. Brandon Templeton's up in the booth with me, and man, what a great call. What a great night. We got the right mix going on, man. That was the great night. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
All those guys over at Venom. I could go on and on about them all night long if you really wanted me to. But those guys are all a blast, and Dean got to come hang out with us for a while, so that made it a little bit fun, since he enjoys the community that we got kind of going on over there. Everyone that came and raced, it was an awesome race. Everyone that came and watched, obviously you, Joe, for the broadcast and everything that you do for the league. And I mean, I guess Templeton for tonight, stepping up. Nice to see you again. Glad that I didn't have to battle you. Would have made it a whole lot more interesting, I'll tell you what. But yeah, man, just everybody that makes this a nice, fun thing to do on Fridays.
Yeah, man, cool race. That was a real battle. We're going to see you the rest of the night, I hope.
Yes, sir, you will.
Right on, man. Congratulations, Isaac, and we'll see you in the limited late models.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Coming up in second place, the 079 of Dean Reynolds. Dean, Joe, and Brandon, you got us?
What's going on, guys?
Well, Dean, I thought you had him covered there for the majority of the race, and it got pretty exciting there towards the end. Do you think there's anything different you could have done, or was it just a matter of, who dove who on which corner that came out ahead?
Now it's a televised race. I have to get second. No, Brennan, I could tell Brennan was a little bit faster, I think. I'm not comfortable up top, and turns 1 and 2, the cushion went away, and it was right up against the wall. 3 and 4, I was strong. And, I could hear him, and then when he pulled the slider, it was a clean slider. I said, okay, let me get back under him. I'll get him again. And then once he got me, I tried to do it, but I didn't think I had enough room, and I had to hold up. I wasn't going to take him out or anything, and then really I had to concede for second. And he was just better than I was. That's all it was.
Yeah, well, you guys were doing a great job there, putting on a heck of a show, and it was fun to watch. But anybody you want to thank for tonight's success?
Well, I thank Joe for the Friday Night Lights, and it's one of the few Fridays I'm actually home. I'm normally at a real race, so I'm enjoying it. I'm going to run all 3 classes tonight just to have some fun. And, thank you guys for putting it on. Thanks for Team Venom for allowing me to be in their Discord. They helped out. Isaac was coaching us, even though he was sitting right behind me and scared the crap out of me there in the last lap. And because, Isaac's just so good in this. But got to thank those guys, and then thank the guys from Full Throttle Motorsports, the team I'm a part of. Gotten a little faster in the times that I can race, and they helped out. And you know what? I'm happy with a second. Brennan earned it. All hats off to him.
All right, that's Dean Reynolds, your second place finisher tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There are the 358 modifieds kicking off the night in grand fashion. Some of the best racing we've seen all year. We will now take a pause. We will switch over, come back right here at I-55 Speedway with your limited late models and see if they can equal the show that we just saw from your 358 modifieds. Again, Brennan Weeks was not able to join us in the booth, so we will move on to limited late models, followed by 305 sprint cars. Again, greatly appreciate you tuning in. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to the show. Leave us a like or any suggestions. We do put all suggestions that we at least consider them, but most of them we do put into the show. So welcome aboard, and we will be right back.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have zero experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
You know, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Speedway has always been a leader in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier, turn to the...
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we're committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out and it's terrific.
2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
My love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
Welcome back to the show. We are back at it here at I-55. You can see the limited late models are currently out on the track. BT, you gonna run in the limited late models?
No, I'm not. I DQ'd myself. I just accidentally entered the wrong way.
So I got off. I've been on vacation all week. That's the reason for the lack of communication. I got in a limited late model race at Knoxville, a few days ago. I haven't been in a limited late model in a long time. And my resting heart rate was 74 or so. And I happened to look at my watch right before the green flag. It was up to 108. So I was definitely into it. And we were able to bring the car home P2. So that was a lot of fun, man. My blood pumping. It's been a long time, and that's actually how we met there, BT.
Yeah, and that's on a big track. So imagine these guys, on a short track when it happens a little quicker, and you probably got a little bit bigger field of cars, so it comes at you pretty quick.
Yeah, and that big track was by design. Trust me, I wasn't about to battle it out. Matt Wells, that guy's been around for a long time. He was took me quite a few laps, started third, moved up to second with like 1 lap to go, so it was way too late for me. But man, every once in a while I like to climb in the rig and spin around. It was a lot of fun, so that's been a while.
Yeah, with those limited late models, it seems like, all that traction and a little bit less power, you've really got to hit your marks. A little bit of momentum lost will cost you a lot. So
yeah, man, it was a little bit different. The limited late model drove different at Knoxville from last time, which was months ago. But it was a little bit of throttle play about mid-corner off that I don't remember having to do that. But all right, let's get these drivers in here. All drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights Limited Late Models, brought to you by 213 Racing. They're doing great things for drivers. Check them out, 213 Racing on Facebook. Welcome to the Limited Late Models. Had a great modified race. So couple of notes. Make sure that, again, we're not going to be real sticklers. We mentioned it last race. You must run your assigned number. We probably will let it ride out for the rest of this season, but please get working on your new numbers. Your number must match what you have requested in the league, or we're going to have to disqualify you from those races starting week 1 of next season. So you have, 3-4 weeks or so to get that taken care of, but please do that. Also, you have to go into our Discord pre-race if you finish on the podium for your interview. If you do not, there will be a penalty assessed once again, and it's usually a heat EOL. Again, if you we follow Coast to Coast Racing League's rules almost to a T. You can check them out at c2crl.com. Just because we're doing live admin does not mean that you cannot protest. You can still protest if you think you were done wrong. You can go into our Discord page, and there is a protest help me out, room on the left-hand side. You can still fill out a protest, and we will review that. If you do not fill out a protest, we will not review it. So welcome to Friday Night Lights. Looking for an exciting 25-lap feature. Any questions, comments, or concerns, just remember we do mute microphones right before qualifying, which is going to happen right after this. Any questions, comments, or concerns? So yeah, that's compliments of Butch Baker. Butch, thank you for that. What happens is at 8X, you'll start getting a warning, and you're not actually DQ'd until 12. No, it's set up again. You'll get a warning every X after 8, and then nothing happens till 12. Yes, sir. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? All right, fellas, we're advancing to qualifying. Wish you all the best of luck. Be patient here at I-55. Put on a great show, and good luck. All right, BT, what do you think? What do we got here as we get ready to go racing here at I-55 in limited late models?
Well, we'll have to keep an eye on Chris Cox. I think he's the points leader heading in. And, other than that, it kind of looks similar to the modifieds behind him. I think you've got Anthony Marvulio and Caden Berry right behind him. So those guys are desperately trying to, take a top spot away in one of those point standings races.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that actually in the drivers meeting of those top 3 drivers running for that points championship. Cox has a pretty good lead, but anything can happen. Chris Cox, speaking of Chris Cox, top of the board with a 12.524. 12.524, top of the board for your points leader. Michael Vital in second point with a 12.550. Butch Baker out on track. Venom Racing 97 machine, currently 13th quick with a 12.726 for Butch, 13th quick. Dale Glessner just finishing up 9th quick. Gavin Chatham, we just heard Gavin talk to us on the radio in the 24 machine out of Pennsylvania. Gavin is fourth quick, it looks like. Isaac Salas to the top of the board in the 5 car with a 12.466. His teammate, the 19 of Ryan Lefebvre, out on the track. Currently 10th quick. Yeah, and that's where he'll finish, 10th quick. Brian Lawson in the 9, Venom Racing driver, Magnum Race Designs owner, 4th quick with a 12.613. That's 12.613 for Brian Lawson. So it looks like Isaac Salas back top of the board, BT.
Yeah, he qualified just a little bit later than Chris Cox and some of those guys behind him. I'm not sure if that was an advantage because the track changed a little bit, or if that was just a coincidence. Sometimes that can be a big advantage to let the slime get wore off a little bit.
Yeah, he took full advantage of that. 12.466. Ryan Lefebvre still out on the track, getting some practice laps in. We got about less than 40 seconds till we go green.
We've got pretty well the entire field within, 10th and a half, 2 tenths here, so it's going to be pretty tight, especially in the heat races. I wouldn't expect a ton of real wide side-by-side racing. It'll probably be similar to the modifieds. It'll really come in great during the feature.
Like to thank the good folks at the Dirt Track Bank for allowing us to run their logo on our team cars. Like to thank those folks out in Iowa. BT, maybe we'll get into a longer explanation of the Dirt Track Bank during warm-ups if you would like to talk about that bank out there.
Yeah, I'm sitting here getting updates from one of my buddies that's at a race that's sponsored by Dirt Track Bank. So if we get a chance, we'll bring him up here a little bit.
Yeah, it's awesome. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4 heading to the show. Everybody else going to a B main, I would imagine. If we have, I don't remember how many cars we had actually in the field. We may not have a B main. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Isaac Salas on that front row, BT, is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, it does look like we got 20 cars, but this is really a pretty stacked heat. You got Dean Reynolds back there, you got Caden Berry, all those guys in the first couple rows too. I mean, it's anybody's game here.
5 car of Isaac Salas, Venom Racing driver, will bring us to the green flag. Pace truck should exit this time by, we have changed up. We do have cautions in heat races if they are required. 10 car heat. Green flag is out. Isaac Salas down low in the 5 car. 213 of the Tau to his outside. Salas gets to that outside. No, he stays down low. Jeff Kemper in the 181, the driver out of Oregon. Caden Berry up to P3 quick. 3 wide for the 4th and final transfer position. They made it.
It's getting wild back there. They're still battling it out. There's a lot of lines right now.
I didn't think that was going to work. Jesse Ingram in the 4th and final transfer position. It's like the 10 car got rattled. Ingram, he's not settling for a transfer position. He's going after the 213 of Vital, the 7 car of Ingram out of Georgia. 213 up into the wall. Zachary Loomis in the 37 machine, and Dean Reynolds falls back to P6. They've settled it out. Gears Unlimited 99 of Billy Roberts back there battling out with Chisholm Burns and Malachi Smith from Venom Racing. Up front, Kemper gets the lead. Not sure how. I have no idea what happened to Isaac Salas.
Well, I think we got one blinking.
Jeffrey Kemper in the 181. Caution's out, back it down. Caution is out, back it down.
Looks like the 13 of Malachi Smith got up into the wall there, and when he tried to bring it back off the wall, he got into the back of the other car there.
Yeah. All right, fellas, no caution. We will go green.
I think maybe Salas had technical difficulties, I guess. Sometimes gremlins get you in real life, and they can do it in the sim world too with the technical stuff.
Yeah, he just kind of disappeared, didn't he? Jeffrey Kemper at the top. Caden Berry in the 12th car moves up to P2. The Mass Mafia driver out of New Hampshire. Read on Caden Berry's Facebook page, he picked up a big sponsor today. Congratulations to the crew.
I'd look for an intense sprint to the end here with just a couple laps in this heat race. They're going to be getting on it.
Great start by Kemper. Berry in P2. Michael Vital watched Jesse Ingram and Zachary Loomis, the 7 and the 37 car. New York and a Georgia driver. Jesse Ingram in the 4th and final transfer position. Jeff Kemper out front. Caden Berry P2. Last one. To the line. Kemper, Berry, Vital, Ingram. Moving on. Great heat race.
Yeah, it looks like with these cars, maybe they were able to run a little bit wider track than with the modifieds. They weren't all completely single file. So if that's hopefully that continues through the night, and we'll have some great racing.
Chris Cox, Brian Lawson on the front row. Chatham Ingram in row 2. LaFave Glessner in 3. Baker Johnson in 4. Anthony Marjulio is the 9th and final driver on the field. All right, fellas, welcome to Heat 2. You guys know the drill. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4 heading to the show. Everybody else going to a B main. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Chris Cox, your points leader at the front of the field. He's going to be hard to keep back.
Yeah, I think he's got to be your favorite here, and unless Lawson can get a good jump on him, or something happens, I'd look for him to get the point there and try to hold him off.
Pace truck should exit this time by. Lights are off. We got Brian Lawson, Magnum Race Designs, supporter of Friday Night Lights. Like to thank Brian for his support. Does our logos. Green flag is out. Cox on the bottom side. Will he slide up in front of the 9 car? Looks like Brian Lawson tried to hold him down. We are 3 wide. They thought better of it and got 2 by 2. 10 car. Donald Ingram up to P2. Chatham to 3rd. Brian Lawson falls back to P4. He is currently in your 4th and final transfer position. Saw some beating and banging back here.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of give and take there. I think someone had to get out of the throttle and gave up some positions to avoid some contact, so that's good.
Top 5, no Citeo.
LaFave and Marjulio are going at it back here for 7th place. They've been side by side almost since the start.
The 19 of, we heard of these two. They're 1 and 2 in the mods. They're going at it in the limited late models now. The 238 of Marjulio. The 19 Mass Mafia Battle and Venom Racing. Marjulio's a Venom Racing sandwich. Butch Baker in front of him. Working lap 6 of 8. Chris Cox, your points leader, opens up a pretty good lead over Donald Ingram. Gavin Chatham and Brian Lawson.
Lawson got just a little bit loose there on that last corner, and it allowed Dale Glessner, the newcomer, to get up there, and he's looking for a transfer spot.
Dale Glessner out of Pennsylvania. They made contact at the exit of the turn there. Will he slide up? Brian Lawson, he gives up the spot to Glessner. Put Glessner in the 4th and final transfer position. Donald Ingram now. The race is over. Cox, Ingram, Chatham, Glessner are your top 4 moving on. 3 minutes of warm-up. 3 minutes of warm-up, driver. We'll be right back. All right, BT, as we were talking before this action all kicked off, so we're talking about the Dirt Track Bank, the great folks over there. I have the story about them. What do you know about the Dirt Track Bank?
Well, it started out a small town private bank there, Malvern Bank, independent owned. What happened is they kind of found a niche. You know, they always have been doing some dirt racing. Jay Burdick, their president and CEO, so he started realizing, you know, there's a lot of racers out there that are looking for loans for motorhomes, toters, you know, haulers, trailers, all that kind of stuff that have a lot of value that, you know, you go to your normal bank, they're going to laugh and they're not going to understand what you're looking at. So Dirt Track Bank comes at it with the approach of they're racers first. They understand what they're doing. They understand what you're looking for and why it retains its value and what it's worth. So they're able to leverage that and, you know, give out a lot of loans to racers nationwide. And in turn, they're able to leverage some of those loans and some of those deposits that people are making and use them, you know, to sponsor racing, dirt racing all across the Midwest and the nation. So by doing business with them there, you kind of feel like you're giving back to an interest and making a difference there for racing and sport we all love. So
yeah, man, given that information, we got your Six Racing Network LLC, looking for a bank, and I happened to get that information from BT. Sent an email out to the bank, and before you know it, we were members of Dirt Track Bank. That's where our account is held. Sent an email to their, what I thought was their media guy, and got a response from Jay himself, the CEO of the company. Going to send us out some shirts. We hope to pass those on to the drivers. So great thanks to those folks, man. Super customer service also. Can't be beat. So thanks for that, Lead BT, and thanks for those folks asking if we could run the logo on our team cars, and they graciously told us yes, we could. So there you have it. There's the story of the Dirt Track Bank. They are a branch of Malvern Bank. So whenever you see the 31 car Brandon Templeton running, you'll see Malvern Bank on the side of his cars. So I'd like to thank those folks out in Iowa, Malvern, Iowa. So if you're a real racer, you need a hauler, you need whatever, hit them up. They do sponsor a bunch of races back in Iowa or across the Midwest also. So great folks. So we're about ready to go feature racing. What do you think? 25 laps, BT.
Well, I'm watching these guys warm up, and I really like what I'm seeing. This track has just got a little groove on the top, a little groove on the bottom, and slick in the middle. So I think it's going to put on a two-groove great race.
Feature to the grid, please. Feature to the grid. Jeff Kemper Cox on the front row. Barry Ingram in row 2. Vital Chatham in 3. Ingram Glessner in 4. Loomis Lawson in 5. Reynolds Baker in 6. Roberts Marjulio in 7. Malachi Smith, Ryan Lefebvre in 8. Chisholm Burns, Logan Johnson in 9. And Isaac Salas is your 19th and final driver. All right, fellas, welcome to the feature. You guys know the drill. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is not unlike your heat races. It's on the green flag. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. We're going to be running 25 laps. Top 3 to the start finish line at the conclusion, and head into Discord for interviews after that. Race hard, race clean, put on a heck of a show. Good luck, go get them. Jeffrey Kemper, the 181 out of Oregon, is going to start on the pole with your points leader, Chris Cox, to the outside of the 181. Donald Ingram's been tough. Caden Berry, third in the points, will roll off third on the grid. Watch that 10 car of Donald Ingram. He was really strong in the mods.
Yeah, he looked pretty good, and I'm also going to keep my eye on several guys in the back of the pack. There's tons of talent and guys that are sitting pretty high in the points, starting in the very back, so there's going to be some movers and shakers and a lot of action.
25 laps to get it done here at I-55 Speedway. Been a great night of racing. Thank you all for tuning in. You are the reason why we do this, so it is greatly appreciated. Pace truck is off. Green flag is out. Kemper on the bottom. Cox on the high side. Kemper dives down low. Barry goes with Kemper. Thought about taking it 3 wide, but they don't. Cox stays up high. Kemper! Big accident at the front of the field. Back it down, back it down. I have 515 EOL. You concur?
I agree. Yes.
.515 EOL, 515 EOL. Also got a black flag out there, BT, if you can take care of that for me. Your points leader gets sent to the rear of the field for contact with the 181 machine. Jeff Kemper takes back over the lead, got Chatham in the 24 to his outside. Got a lot of laps to work back through the field. Second in the points race. What happened to Barry? Barry is third in points. Caden is currently in 8th position. Marjulio is... I don't see the 238.
Something's not quite right here with the lineup. I think we've got like guys that are scored in 14th, maybe in 5th. Sure. Maybe it took out that many cars.
Yeah, there was quite a few. All right, we're going. Going green next time, bye. Pace truck should exit this time by. Field is gathered back up. Jeff Kemper on the front row. Gavin Chatham to his outside. The pace truck is off, getting ready to try it again. Like the 24 car got a big jump. Back it down, back it down.
I'm not sure what that was for.
I threw it. 24 car EOL, jump to start. 24 car EOL, jump to start. Jeff Kemper back at the point. Two-four EOL, 2-4 EOL. Let the field get settled here. So that was on me, BT. I thought he jumped the start by a long shot, so I threw the caution. Going green next time by. Back it down. Caution is out. I think that was on the 181, BT.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. Was there a lapped car that was...
I think the 24 was a
Pulled out.
lapped car. I'm not... No, he never left the track.
pulled out in front of everyone, it seems like, but I'm not sure.
What's the call?
I didn't really see it, Joe. I'm sorry. I was getting a phone call and like 4 things going on.
All right, fellas, let's get back in line. Go where iRacing is telling you to go. .213 car at the front of the field had a little bit of a mess here. Working lap 5 of 25. All right, fellas, going green next time by. Leader, a little closer to the pace truck, please. All right, fellas, we've extended the caution. Everyone get back in line. Go where iRacing is telling you to go. Michael Vital in the 213 at the front of the field. Looks like we are back in line. Going green next time by. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. Tighten it up, going green. Leader, tighten it up to the pace truck, please, a little bit. Everyone else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Working lap 5 of 25. Michael Vital in the 213 car is off. Malachi Smith running back in 5th position. Newcomer Logan Johnson currently running P4. Zachary Loomis in P2 in the 37 car, driver out of New York. Peyton Berry to his outside. Berry with a mirror full of Logan Johnson, the 92 machine. Michael Vital getting away from the field. Zachary Loomis P2, Peyton Berry 3, Logan Johnson is P4, Ryan Lefebvre in the 19. Venom Racing Machine is P5. Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down.
"13 got into the wall on his own. He was kind of blinking, and that's about all there was to it.
Leader, catch up to the pace truck, please. Everyone else, get back in line. Remember, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Leader, once all 4 tires of that pace truck are off the race surface, that is your cue to go. Anytime between there and the green flag. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Lights are off on the pace truck, getting ready to go green here. Pace truck is off. Vital will bring him to the green flag. Caden Berry in P2. Berry currently 3rd in the point standings. Chris Cox, your points leader, back in 8th. Anthony Marjulio back in 13th or so. There's your points leader, the 5:15 of Chris Cox. Thought about taking it 3 wide. Donald Ingram back there in the 10 car battling it out. Up front, 37 car still down low. Logan Johnson, welcome to the show in the 92 machine. Puts it into P3. Back it down, back it down.
Looks like the 10 or 11 car gets into the other 10 car.
Chisholm Burns.
Little 10 on 10 violence.
Chisholm Burns, EOL. Chisholm Burns, EOL, sir. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, sir. Everyone else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Going green this time by. .213, the great start. Vital at the point. Caden Berry still holding down P2. Logan Johnson, P3. 37 car, Zachary Loomis. He's not giving up on that bottom side. 92 throws a haymaker of a slide job, makes it stick. Caden Berry going to return the favor, slides up in front of the 92. Great battle by these two, side by side.
And there's a lot of guys running the bottom behind them too, so it's really starting to be a good 2-wide track.
Caden Berry down low in the 12 car, makes contact with the 92. Everyone continues on. The 238 sneaking up into the field, BT. Anthony Marjulio. Up front, 213 leading the way while they beat and bang on each other behind them. Caden Berry, P2. Zachary Loomis in the 37 car, P3. 238 of Marjulio, and Ryan Lefebvre up here.
Yeah, outside of your leader, there's a lot of guys running the bottom that are making it work. It's really pretty equal. I think it's surprised the leaders out there got so far away.
Riding along with Jeff Kemper, the 92 car of Johnson was up front. See if he can work his way back up, working lap 19 of 25.
Lefebvre got into the wall there and lost a few spots, but he's able to continue on.
Man, it's hard to know where to focus the camera. 238 of Anthony Marjulio and Chris Cox running 1 and 2 in the points are side by side. 5:15 down low, 92 threads the needle. 92 trying to battle his way back up into that front pack. Michael Vitale getting away from Caden Berry, 1-2. Chris Cox now battling the 37. Your points leader wants P3. And he's there, BT. 238 down low, gonna go with him. See if he can't get down.
Yeah, it's 2 by 2 by 2 behind third place. This is pretty good.
92 of Logan Johnson, 37 up into the wall. Oh, that was close. They are racing within inches of each other. Jeffrey Kemper down low. Looks like that high line is starting to get dominant. Isaac Salas up there, Logan Johnson up there. 238 of Marjulio, he's diving down on that inside.
The top's pretty good, but it also looks kind of dangerous in turns 1 and 2. There's not a whole lot up there, and they're getting up into the wall quite a bit.
5:15, your points leader gets in front of the 12 car of Caden Berry. He covers that slide job. Michael Vitale will bring home his first Friday night win in the 213 machine. Cox Berry round out your podium. Top 3 start finish line, please. Top 3 start finish line.
Okay.
All right, fellas, go up for interviews. See Caden Berry. There's Chris Cox. Soon as we get, okay, Caden Berry coming in.
Caden, this is Brandon Templeton up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man, looked like you had a pretty good race there. Brought it home on the podium. Looked like it was, the bottom was coming in there towards the end, but you guys got, once you got clear of third, you kind of set sail and put a gap on him. Was the top that much better than the bottom, did you think?
No, I think the bottom is better. I just, was just held up on the top. I didn't want to, wreck him. And he's just super consistent and really fast. And that's why he's the points leader. And it was just, a really good race. And I just think the bottom was a lot better at the end.
It looked like you guys had a pretty good race. And I know you've been having a great season in just about every division. So, look forward to seeing you out in the 305s and great race. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank my sponsors, Zeus Motorworks, Adams Auto Care, Turn 1 Graphics, and Z-Max. I want to also thank the Marcoux family, the Berry family. I want to thank Todd. I also want to thank Anthony Marvilio and Tom Kenny and everyone out there watching.
A good run tonight. So that's your third place runner, Caden Berry.
To battle his way into the P2 position. But there is a reason why he is your points leader. Chris, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, I got you.
Man, great run. You guys were beating and banging the daylights out of each other. I kind of slowed it down there mid-race with a review, so my apologies. But great run by you. How'd the track change, man, and how'd you get by those guys?
Well, the middle to bottom came back, so you just kind of had to pedal the car around it. Otherwise, the top was still there. It was a hard track to read.
Well, it looks like you read it just fine, my friend. You're leading in the points by a pretty large margin. And Caden Berry and Anthony Marjulio, so 1, 2, 3 in the points, finished 2, 3, 4 tonight, and you were in the front of those 3. So great run by you, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory or for your podium finish?
I'd like to thank my sponsor, MJC Desktop Fabrications. I'd like to thank the Ingram brothers for helping me out. my viewers, you guys for putting it on, the drivers for showing up so we can race every week. That'll be it.
All right, man. Great run. You going to run sprint cars?
I will not. I'll be watching Marshalltown on Flow.
There you go, man. Great run by you, my friend. Extended your lead. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep. See you guys next week.
All right, man.
Looks like we got your third place or your winner here tonight, Michael Valtel in the booth. Michael, you did looks like your first win of the season, first top 5 actually. Do you think you found something a little in the car, or do you think it was just a night where luck kind of went your way? How'd it go for you tonight?
A little bit of both, but it went well. I was holding that outside line. I was getting a little squiggly, tapping the wall last couple of laps there, so I just held on as best I could.
Yeah, it looked like turns 1 and 2, the top was really going away and guys were getting into the wall a little bit. Did you give any thought of going low, or did you just kind of look in your mirror and figure, stay safe?
I wanted to stay safe. I wasn't going to the bottom. I was up top the whole race, so I said, you know what, I'm going to stay here. Let's see what happens.
Well, congratulations on picking up the big win. That was a good night for you. Is there anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank my wife, everybody at the Vitale Motorsports. I want to thank DB Runkle there over at Natra, helped me out, give me some training sessions there, and you guys for putting this on.
That's Michael Vitale, your winner tonight.
Hey, Michael, before you go, I got to cut in here. So this is your Friday Night Lights driver of the week. Michael, this is Joe. You got me?
Oh, Joe.
Man, first of all, congratulations on your first win, but most of all, thank you for your service to your country, man. Greatly appreciated, and really enjoyed watching you run tonight, brother.
Appreciate that, Joe. Arms are still shaking, but I tell you, they say this is a simulator, but boy, I tell you.
Great run by you, my friend, and hopefully we see you on the podium a lot more.
Appreciate it, Joe.
Yeah, man, have a good night.
You too.
All right, BT, that was kind of a rough limited late model run there. Probably got a few people upset at us, but we'll work through that as we go through the week. We will move on now to the 305 sprint cars coming up next right here at I-55. We will be right back.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
we're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports, the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars are going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give him a quick brush and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. I'm gonna grab his reins and then I'll have you walk him forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well. They can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels and you can weave through them and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing, talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people.
Obstacles. I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with 1 combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, you go for it. And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. You know, we first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Welcome back after an exciting limited late model race. We are back with the 305 sprint cars right here at I-55 Speedway. We're getting ready to call the drivers off the track. All drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Those of you who've been with us all night, greatly appreciated. So some of this is going to sound like a rerun. But coming up here real soon, we're going to start enforcing numbers. If you do not have the proper number that you are assigned in the league, you are going to be asked not to participate that night. We'll probably start that first week of next season. But please start doing that like this week, getting those numbers squared away. No interviews. If you will finish on the podium, you must go into Discord for an interview, or that will be an EOL penalty for the following week. Just because we're doing live admin, you still can protest. There's a form in Discord. It's called Protest. You can go in there, fill out a protest form. We will review it throughout the week. We still give EOLs the following week if the protest is upheld. So just because we're doing live admin, there are still checks and balances to that. We saw the first little hiccup in live admin. Totally my fault last race, but I think it's a lot better than what we were doing, and greatly appreciate your guys' suggestions for going that way. We are going to go green. As you guys know, we do mute microphones right before qualifying. One more thing. If you want a list of our league rules, please go to c2crl.com. We are not an official part of Coast to Coast Racing, but they are a huge part. They support us 100%. So we use the same league rules as Coast to Coast Racing. So if you want me to post the league rules, I can do that. If not, go to c2crl.com and look them up, and you'll see what the penalties are. Other than that, we will be going to qualifying here momentarily. Any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. Welcome back to the show. That was the drivers' meeting. Currently, Anthony Marjulio is leading in sprint cars. He's got a 25-point lead over his teammate, Caden Berry. Andy Patton is in third with 491. We are running out of weeks to get this done. This is week 10, so we got 3 more weeks, including tonight, to crown our championship for our first full Friday Night Lights season. If you're out there and you're tuned in, again, greatly appreciated. If you like what we got going on, hit a like for us. If not, send us a suggestion on what you'd like to see us do differently. We do institute a lot of those suggestions from viewers and drivers. This league is 100% for the drivers. If you'd like to make a donation to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, you can do so at www.gy6rn.com. Those funds will be used to pay for streaming software, and also we want to put in a big race at the end of next season. Too late to get it done this season, but any donations, we do not charge drivers to drive in this league, so any donations would be greatly appreciated. All right, fellas, advancing to qualifying. Good luck. As you heard, we're about to get into qualifying in the 305 Sprint Cars, your nightcap for Friday Night Lights, Week 10. See who comes out on the track first. Carson Nicholson in the 711 machine out on track. Icon Sim Sports driver. His first night with us in the 305 Sprint Cars. Carson took some time off to drive his real late model back in Georgia, so appreciate him coming out and running with us. Andy Patton at the top of the board with 11,486. Dean Reynolds second with 11,541. Newcomer Logan Johnson put on a heck of a show in the limited late models, currently 9th quick in the 305 Sprint Cars. Roger Craig, Coast to Coast Racing League, the boss man, currently 9th quick with an 11,698. Jeff Falero, Coast to Coast Racing driver out of Canada, up to quick time with 11,411. 11,411. Isaac Salas, Venom Racing, he wraps up 4th quick. Butch Baker, the 8th quick. We're trying to catch somebody out on track. Chisholm Burns in the 10 car out of Texas. Let's see how Chisholm do. Currently 14th quick with 11,711. Gavin Chatham times in 4th quick with 11,474. 12 car of Caden Berry wraps up his qualifying run with an 11,620. 11,620. So qualifying went by in a big hurry. Everyone wrapping up their qualifying laps. Think we will go ahead and advance the session. Oh, we still got Anthony Marjulio to your points leader. Hasn't run yet. We're waiting on him to come out and take his qualifying laps. He's out on the track now in the 238 machine. The Mass Mafia driver, again, has a 25-point lead over his teammate, Caden Berry, 11.555 for the 238. Electrician out on the East Coast. Fifth quick for your leader, 11.482. Great second lap by the 238. So that should wrap up qualifying. I don't see anybody else coming in the field. Got about 30 seconds to go here. Anthony Marjulio drives dirt track back on the East Coast. He's a contender in all of the divisions. Mods, I think he's second, and first. So putting on a good show in his first full season with Friday Night Lights. Again, if you're out there, greatly appreciate it. We're getting ready to go sprint car racing at I-55 Speedway. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Heat 1 to the grid. Jeff Valero, Andy Patton on the front row. Marjulio Johnson in row 2. Reynolds Lawson in 3. Craig Kemper in 4. Barry Fike in row number 5. All right, fellas, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4 heading straight to the feature, although everyone is headed to the feature. Race hard, race clean. 8 laps to get it done. Good luck. 87 car Air Force veteran Andy Patton on his outside out of Pennsylvania. The 19 car of Jeff Valaro's Canadian driver. He's a sprint car specialist. Anthony Marjulio, your points leader, will roll off P3 with newcomer Logan Johnson to his outside in the 92. Logan out of Illinois. Andy Patton and Jeff Valero, they go at it. They are both coast-to-coast racing league. If you're in the market for one of the best-run late racing leagues on iRacing, please check out Coast-to-Coast Racing League. Racing without all the drama that you get in other leagues. You can check them out at c2crl.com. My race team tried other leagues, and it wasn't for us. Coast to Coast Racing League welcomed up with us with open arms. Very well run league. Green flag is out. 19 car down low, 87 up high. Valero gets on that bottom side. Andy Patton covers that top side in the 87 machine. Doesn't leave Jeff Valero any room to slide up. Can he get up there this time? By Patton into the wall. No caution. Valero still at the front of the field with... Back it down. Caution's out. Back it down. Andrew Fike. Something happened to the... see what happened here. Just gets loose. 39 car down low. Jeff Valero on the point. All right, fellas, let's hustle up, get back in line. I will throw the 1 to go next time by. One to go. Tighten it up. Jeff Valero in the 19 car at the point. Anthony Marjulio, your points leader. Not real sure. Oh, we saw Andy Patton get in the wall in the 87 Air Force machine earlier. Andy Patton will take us to the green flag. Jeff Valero is off. Great start over the 238 of Marjulio. Valero's going to be tough to catch once he gets out in the lead. Marjulio and Johnson battling it out for P2. Brian Lawson, the Magnum Race Designs Venom Racing driver, is in your fourth and final transfer position. Jeffrey Kemper in the 181 running in P5. The first car on the outside looking in. Looks like we got side-by-side racing in the back. Caden Berry and the 747 of Roger Craig battling it out in the back. Up front, Falero getting away from the field. Marjulio is 2. We will get looks like the 181 of Jeff Kemper is starting to make some noise. We'll go above the Jeff Kemper in the 181. Driver out of Oregon. You can see your top 5. 1 to go. Jeff Falero on the point. 19 car. Falero, Marjulio, Johnson, Lawson are your 4 heading to the feature. Run it out to the back stretch. Don't make contact. Heat 2 to the grid. PJ Popham, Gavin Chatham on the front row. Isaac Salas, Lance Webb in row 2. Butch Baker, Michael Vital in 3. Zachary Loomis, Chisholm Burns in 4. Carson Nicholson rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, I need you 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. We got 8 laps to get this done. Top 4 heading to the feature. However, everybody will head to the feature. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Newcomer PJ Popham on the front row. Hope I'm saying that right, PJ. Welcome to the show. Just signed up this afternoon. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine to his outside. 5 car of Isaac Salas. Lance Webb in the 17 machine. 9 on your screen. It will be PJ bringing us to the green flag. Driver out of the Northwest. Not sure where he's from. Pace truck is off. Green flag is out. We are underway. 32 car gets up to that high side. Isaac Salas trying the bottom. Looks like we had some contact in the back. The 9 car of Lance Webb in the 4th and final transfer position. Isaac Salas run the bottom. Chatham to the top. They are side by side at the exit of turn 2. 9 car pulls up to the rear tail tank of the 5 car. Great battle up front. Butch Baker and Michael Vital in a battle behind them. Newcomer PJ Popham out of the Northwest holds the lead over Gavin Chatham. Isaac Salas moving up. Lance Webb is in your 4th and final transfer position. 213 of Vital, he's moved up after his win in the limited late models, gaining a little bit of momentum. It's nothing quite like momentum in racing. Isaac Salas P3, Lance Webb still in the 4th and final transfer position. Running lap 7 of 8. Here are your top 4 transfer drivers. Going down the back stretch, coming to the 1 to go. White flag is out. Will the 32 car on his first race with Friday Night Lights? Salas thought about diving it down. Popham, Chatham, Salas, Webb are your top 4. Three minutes of warm up, and we will go feature racing. That being said, we will be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. Two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place our fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back to the action. We're getting ready to go. 30 laps here of feature racing in the 305 sprint cars to end the night. Friday Night Lights Week 10. We will have the grid here momentarily. Feature to the grid, please. Valero and Popham on the front row. Marjulio Chatham in row 2. Johnson Salas in 3. Lawson Webb in 4. Kemper Vital in 5. Reynolds Loomis in 6. Barry Baker in 7. Craig Nicholson in 8. Fike Burns in 9, and Andy Patton rounds out your field of 19 drivers. All right, drivers, congratulations making it to the feature. However, you did that by showing up. So, again, thank you for showing up. So we are, the initial start is just like your heat races. It's going to be on the green flag. Leader going to ask you to stay 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 30 laps to get it done tonight. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. It's like your pole sitter, Jeff Valero misses the grid. Move PJ Popham up to P1. 238 of Marjulio will move up beside your points leader. Now is sitting on the pole. We got newcomers at the front of the field. Popham and Johnson. It'd be fun watching these guys run. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine starting P4. It will be Popham who brings us to the green flag. Driver out of the Northwest, not sure where. Logan Johnson, welcome to the show in the 92 machine. He's out of Illinois. Again, we do try to live admin, so there will be some delays as we go through it, but you will walk through the whole process as we go through it, so you see what we see. Green flag is out. We are underway. The 32 car, PJ Popham, his first ever race with Friday Night Lights on the high side. 238 of Marjulio is down low. They are side by side on the backstretch. Can Marjulio move up? Yes, he will. The 238 car moves up, dives back down low. Popham, Gavin Chatham. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened there. .238 EOL or 39 or 32. 39 on the screen, 32 according to SDK. Andrew Fike, EOL. Up front, Marjulio, your leader, battling it out with the newcomer. Jeff Valero is showing in P1, but he is not in the race. Your points leader leading the way. Pop him down low in the 32 machine, trying to make that bottom work. Gavin Chatham follows the 238 up high. Logan Johnson moves in front of the 5 car of Isaac Salas. Brian Lawson of Venom Racing 9 car back in P6. Lance Webb in 7, Jeff Kemper in P8, Caden Berry second in the points, back in 9th position, up 4 from the start. Popham takes over the lead, gets in front of your points leader. Not sure how hard Marjulio will battle, putting his points lead in jeopardy here. Newcomer PJ Popham out to the lead, driver out of the Northwest, backing down, caution is out. All right, fellas, let's tighten it up. I'm going to give the one to go here momentarily. Lights are off, going green. Tighten it up in the back. Let's go. Pop him with a great start. Anthony Marjulio tried to get ahead and start on the front runner. Pop him down low, working that bottom side to perfection. Not quite sliding out all the way to the wall. Anthony Marjulio, your points leader, back in P2. Logan Johnson in the 92 machine. Go on board with your points leader. There goes your leader. Pop him. Let's see if Marjulio. Backing down. Caution is out. Backing down. All right, fellas, let's get caught up in the back. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. You cannot go until all 4 tires of the pace truck are off the race surface. Anytime between there and the green flag, giving the one to go this time by. Working lap 12 of 30, newcomer PJ Popham at the point. We will go on board with Anthony Marjulio, see what kind of jump your leader gets. He doesn't get too far away, working that bottom right in that little patch of traction down there. He gets a good run off that bottom side. Backing down, caution's out. (747) EOL, 747 EOL. All right, fellas, let's tighten it up. I'm going to give the one to go this time by. Let's tighten it up. Coming to the green, leader. Close up on the pace truck a little bit, sir. Working lap 12 of 30, so we still got a ways to go. Looks like I-55 is doing what I-55 does, getting super slick. Looks like we still do have a couple of lanes, one down low, one up high. Great start by Popham. Been getting good restarts. Looks like that bottom is desirable. First car up high, the 92 car of Logan Johnson. Isaac Salas in the 5 car following him on that high side. Brian Lawson in the 9 car down low. Caden Berry, now he's up on that high side. Tipped in that wall. Dean Reynolds down with the Zachary Loomis in the 37 car behind Reynolds. Michael Vitale in the 213. The 87 of Andy Patton trying to battle back. You see Jeff Falero back there. He's a number of laps down up front, getting away from the field. Anthony Marjulio changes to a slider line, seeing if he can't close in. 24 car of Gavin Chatham. The 92 down low. Isaac Salas down low. The 9 car down low. Looks like the bottom is starting to be the way to go. Caden Berry in the 12 car, the first car on that high side. Jeffrey Kemper, driver out of Oregon, is going to follow him on that high side. Scrapes the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul. We were too wide. And they made it through somehow. 79 car of Dean Reynolds. Super Dirt Series, Full Throttle Motorsports. Valero gets into the wall. 79 into the wall. Back it down. Caution is out. The storm was a brewing. Nowhere for those drivers to go. PJ Popham still in the front of the field here. All right, let's get caught up in the back. Get it caught up in the back. We'll give the one to go this time by. Working lap 20 of 30. Popham, Marjulio, Chatham, Johnson, Salas, Lawson, Berry. Read those just about as fast as I could read them off the screen here. Great race so far. Quite a few cautions. See if we can't get a good green run. Pace truck is off. PJ Popham, good start. Marjulio, better start. Stays with the 32 car. They go down low. Watch the 92 car working the high side. Usually that's where the 5 car of Isaac Salas is running. Isaac Salas trying the bottom side. Put Logan Johnson up to P4. Caden Berry up 6 positions. Andy Patton in the 87 battling back after early incident. Patton up to P8. Jeffrey Kemper on the high side gets by. Butch Baker and Andrew Fike in the 32 or 39 machine in the back. Up front, Marjulio and Popham still going at it. Backing down, caution is out. '97 car, EOL. 97 EOL. All right, fellas, let's tighten it up. We will have one till green this next time by. Let's tighten it up. Working lap 23 of 30. Tighten it up in the back. PJ Popham still at the front of the field. Pace truck is off, as is the 32 machine driver out of the Northwest. Anthony Marjulio goes with him in the 238. Gavin Chatham in the 24. The 92 car decides to dive down low. Isaac Salas in the 5 machine with a great run off of turn 2. Salas dives down low, thought about a slide job. Stayed out of it there. Brian Lawson moved the 9 car. Not sure who that was behind him that got up into the wall there. Caden Berry up to 6. Popham getting away from the field. Anthony Marjulio running out of laps to get it done. Working lap 27 of 30. 92 car Logan Johnson. This is his first night with Friday Night Lights. Trying to get a podium finish. Can he get it done? He's only got a couple laps left to do it. Brian Lawson in the 9 car. Caden Berry running that high side with a great run off the top. 181 goes with him. Jeff Kemper working lap 29 of 30. 238 car moves in on the rear tail tank of the newcomer. Last lap. Will Marjulio make the pass? He moves up to the outside. Now he will dive it down in. Oh, that was close. Popham, Marjulio, Chatham are your top 3. Top 3, start finish line, run it out to the back stretch. Do not make contact, run it out to the back stretch. Top 3, start finish line. Great race. Had quite a few cautions, but great race nonetheless. Your points leader, Anthony Marjulio, finishes P2. Second in the points, Caden Berry in the top 5 finishes P5. All right, fellas, go up for interviews. Waiting for our drivers to come up and get their interviews. Looks like Gavin Chatham is already with us. The 24 car started on the P4, moved up 1 position. Gavin, this is Joe. You got me?
I hear you, Joe.
Man, great run in that 24 machine. We had quite a few cautions tonight. I don't know if it's due to I-55. How'd the track change? Did it get super slick as it usually does?
I think that was the problem there. It did slick up pretty good, especially in 1 and 2. That slick went all the way to the top, and there was nothing left on the top, which is kind of unfortunate because I like to rip the top a lot, especially at this place because you can be really fast. But unfortunately, found something really late there with the last 2 laps to go, and if I would have ran that line, I think I might have had them. But it was a good run for us. It was a good race, and spilled on the momentum.
Yeah, man. Put the 24 on the podium once again. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
I just want to thank Chatham Motorsports, Northeast Outlaws Motorsports. A new sponsor came on board with Premier Racing Setups. Go check them out. Use discount code Chatham15. Get some money off on some setups. It'll be fast. MSMD, Mike Schick Motorsports Designs, and Velocity Race Designs giving us awesome wraps, make us look good out there. If we even if we finish bad, we at least look good.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I just want to thank you and everyone that puts us on. An awesome time. It's fun. I want to thank everybody who came out and watched the broadcast tonight. I hope they all enjoyed the race. And we usually put on a pretty good show here between all 3 divisions, and it's a fun time.
Yeah, man, it was a great night of racing here at Friday Night Lights. We only got a few weeks left to go, and then we will be into our. This will be the end of our first full season. So I'd like to thank you for your support as always, man. It's always nice to talk to you and pick your brain. So good run by you, and hopefully we see you next week.
Thank you, Joe. I'll be here. I'll just build on the momentum and hopefully carry it into the next season. Looking forward to maybe giving a championship run for that points. It'll be a good time. So thanks for having me, Joe, and thank you for putting this on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you bet. That's Gavin Chatham, brings it home P3. The 238 entered the night, P3 on the grid, rolling off. Anthony, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, you did exactly what you needed to do. You came into the night with 25-point lead over Caden in second place in the points. You did kept your nose clean, stayed out of trouble. 32 car, brand new, just signed up today, actually. He looked pretty quick, man. What'd you see from behind that 32 car?
I mean, he just he got by me, and I mean, I was kind of buying my time, and I thought I would be able to get back by him, but I mean, he was just very consistent. Towards the end of the race, I found something kind of sliding up to the middle through 1 and 2, and then sliding way up to the top through 3 and 4, and it seemed like I could get a better run going into 1 and 2. So I knew 3 and 4, if I could get there, would be the place. But it just ran out of time, and I could see that he was getting a little more freer and freer each lap. I just wish there was a little bit more time, but I'll take a second all day. It's been a long time since I've been on the podium, it feels like.
Man, a second place and you're leading in the points. You got to be kidding me. Great night. You've had a great season in the 238 machine. We actually called that kind of a shallow slider line that you found. We noticed that on the broadcast and followed you around for a few laps. So great run by you, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, the whole Mass Mafia crew, me and Caden. The other guys, it's summertime. It's just about summertime, so they're busy working on race cars and other stuff. So, you, Joe, for putting this all on. My girlfriend, for letting me do this. And, I mean, now I got some great news, Joe. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm just found out not too long ago that I'm going to be a father.
Oh, man, congratulations. The fun begins. Man, I'm going to tell you, my brother, again, congratulations to you and your significant other. Cherish every minute of it, because I'm telling you, man, they go by super fast. You'll go from telling me this to walking down the aisle, and as it brings a tear to my eye as I speak of it. Congratulations, man. It's going to seem impossible at times, but in the end, I can tell you as I sit here with empty nester that in the end, man, you raise them right, and everything turns out great. So congratulations. You think you had less time to race? Wait till the baby comes. So congratulations, man. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So I'm soaking up this iRacing while I can. And, we've been busy with closing on a house too. So baby, house, everything's very busy around here. So I haven't had much time to do some iRacing, but I always make time to join you guys and run this league. And I can't thank Christina, my girlfriend, enough for allowing me to do this, and you guys for putting this on. And we got a great group of guys tonight. The big tracks, we kind of struggled the past couple weeks, and now we go to a little bull ring, and it's probably the cleanest racing we've seen in a few weeks.
Yeah, man, it was sure fun to watch. When you go back real racing?
We actually got rained out last Saturday. Closing on the house June 10th, so I gotta finesse the girlfriend to let me run June 11th. If not, we're running the dirt track at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I think June 18th. I'll be running.
All right, man. All you got to do is just call me, and I'll fly out there from California and run your car for you. It's no big deal. I can do that for you, just as friends.
Just let me know what size seat you need.
Great run from you, my friend. Hope to see you the rest of the season. It looks like you're going to get your first championship, and you're real close in a couple others. So you could save me on some shipping bills if I only had to send the championship goods to one home. So good luck to you, man. It's always a pleasure having the Mass Mafia guys out, and hope to see you next week.
Thanks, Joe. I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Man. Congratulations again. That's wonderful news.
That it is. Have a great night, Joe.
You too, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is week 10 Friday Night Lights. Newcomer PJ Popham did stick around. I'm not sure if he knew that he needed to stick around. But don't see him anymore in here. So you see if he's around. No, he's not. So newcomer shows up and puts the car into victory lane in the 32 machine. So we will get an interview with him at some point. Is this him? Maybe he messaged me. Nope. Nope. So that's it for week 10. Greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. As always, drivers put on a great show. We are getting ready to come to the end of our first full season, getting ready for the summer season. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. You know, we first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.